See, it always does this. Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel. I don't know why I opened like that. I felt it today. Everyone, I'm in pretty good spirits, as you can tell. I just wanted to come live real quick because I wanted to make a quick upload because I have a video uploaded on my phone right now. So I'm starting a series of videos where I break down, like, I wanted to try my hand at sign readings because I've been not necessarily wanting to like build my channel, but there are a lot of things that have been sort of on my mind that I really want to just like begin to record and upload. Kind of to see if I can do it, or not to see if I can do it, but just to see what happens, right? And I feel like it's ways to feel little spiritual obligations as I go and as I do everything else, because I want to have a concerted effort. Shona, oh snap! Hello, it's been a minute. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I think I've seen. So I hope you're well. But yeah, I just wanted to come live really quick because I'm about to upload a few videos, and I'm like thinking of what I read, right? Because I'm not super great at reading the present moment. Honestly, there have been times when I've done some readings for people, and then a few months later, they tell me about a situation that they're in, and then I'm like, oh, so this is like what I read like 3 months ago. They're like, what? I'm glad to hear you're well. You're good. I'm glad to hear that. So I think what I'm like better at reading is shifts in energy. So if I upload a reading, if it doesn't make sense, sometimes it just don't make sense because I'm not a pro. But sometimes it's like the events haven't unfolded yet because the energy hasn't begun to shift. Um, because if you think about dimensions and densities, right, the higher up you go, the less dense the energy is. And if there's a change energetically within you, it could be on a higher dimension. And it takes time for that change to then reflect and play out on lower dimensions, AKA your 3D reality, whatever. Um, and so I was like, what can I read that's like expansive? And then my mind just immediately went to Jupiter. It's all good. Change, transform, be. Yeah, exactly. Right. And so like at the same time, if I'm reading something and if it's like it doesn't necessarily like if there's an outcome that I get to, I feel like it's usually accompanied by a state of the energy surrounding the situation. And sometimes it's accompanied by like, things that the person would have to let go or move past or accept or do whatever. And so, like, in order to get the thing, you have to do the stuff, right? If you're not embodying that frequency or that energy, then you're not going to attract it into your reality. Anyway, without getting super deep, I recorded 3 videos. I'm uploading a series on Jupiter through the zodiac. I don't know how timely they are because, as I just said, I read energies and shifts in energy. Um, but yeah, I have Jupiter in Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. So Jaquarius, Juicies, and Juries. And they're going to be up. The Jupiter in Aquarius is uploading first. I don't know why I wanted to start with Aquarius. But I also like it because Jupiter is all about expansion and it's all about wisdom and growth, right? Um, so yeah, thank you for stopping in, Shona. It makes me really happy to see you. And I'm probably gonna shut this down here. The setting is a little different. I'm in a different state of dress than I'm usually in. I'm staying at my buddy's place, and these are my house clothes. So I have my house clothes, I have my sleep clothes, and then I have the clothes that I wear out. Hey, Zelda. Oh, Zelda, I owe you cards, but I'm literally about to shut this down. But hey, how are you doing? Lots of love to you too, Shona. Um, so yeah, what was I saying? I'm in a new place. I'm with my friend. And today you need them. Okay. For work. All right. You know what? Let me go grab them really quick. I'll be right back. Ooh, they're in the back. This isn't my reading space, but type the question and I'll try to get you an answer. And I'll be right back. Okay. Ooh. Oh, don't mind my shirt. I got the shirt for free when I was at there was a bar on campus and they gave out free shirts every like Thursday. And over the summer they gave out tank tops. So that's what I'm wearing. But I'll just grab these. General reading about your workplace is fine. Okay. I've been getting into the energy. So I have the Spirit Keepers Tarot is one of the deepest decks. Thank you. It's one of the deepest decks that I have, and it is so heavily coded in so many different systems. I'm just like, oh, what? But I love using them as signifiers or significators because I feel like it really helps me to anchor in energies. But I'm going to pull a few cards from the Wild Unknown Tarot, and then I'm going to clarify with the Mirror Truth. I don't know why I held this up like it means anything. But the Mirror Truth Lenormand cards, it said Mirror Truth, and I'm like, oh, I gotta have those. I was like, because I wanted a Lenormand deck, and I was like, I don't know which one I want. I've heard that the Gilded Reverie, I think, is like really good. But so the Two of Pentacles is on the top of the deck, reversed from the last reading I did, with the Two of Wands in reverse at the bottom. Do you like your job? Like, I know I didn't pull them for you yet. Oh, thank you, Zelda. Y'all are so nice. Do you like your job? Do you feel kind of stuck there? Or not like stuck, because it's not always bad. Is your Jupiter in Aries? Is your Jupiter in Aries? Okay, you love it? Okay, well, never mind that. All right, see ya, Shona. Thank you for stopping in. Again, I love seeing your name pop up. Oh. Okay. You love it. You've been doing it forever. You keep getting in trouble and having to move. I think before I pull cards, sometimes I think we get a little complacent. And the Three of Swords is at the top of the break. I think sometimes we get a little complacent in the work that we do or in the places that we're in. And I think sometimes there are times when we're being called to go somewhere else or to do something else, even if we like really like where we're at. So maybe complacent isn't the word. Your Jupiter's in Aquarius. Oh my gosh, that's the video uploading right now. Jupiter in Aquarius. That was also about work. It was about like there's something like you might have a passion that you want to do. There's something that you don't necessarily. It was a lot of stuff, but ultimately at the end of the day, I think one of the big questions that came out, and it may or may not resonate for you, but one of the big questions that came out was like, what are you working for? Why are you working? And are you engaging that? So let's say that you're working to provide for your family and you work really hard, you work really long hours and you're barely home. And it's like, okay, you're working to provide for the family that you love, but you barely see them and you're rarely there. So are there ways that you can show them with the Two of Cups up right now? Okay, well, that's interesting. Are there ways that you can show them that you love them, right? So let's say that you're in the business that you're in because you love helping people. And that kind of sort of ties into what I was going to say. Three cards for Zelda. I'll take this one. I'll take this one. And the bottom. Ooh, Son of Cups in reverse is the bottom card. So it's like, let's say that you want to help people, right? And you've been coming into trouble. So going along with what I was saying earlier, I think there are some times when we're supposed to move. And even if we like the spot we're in, we're supposed to move. So if you loving to help people is one reason why you did it, then it's like, okay, maybe you can be a little bit more impactful somewhere else. Or maybe there's a different avenue for you to sort of serve that role. But I'm gonna see what comes up really quick. So the Son of Pentacles is in reverse, the Fool is upright, and then the Son of Cups is in reverse. So you have two suns in reverse. The suns are the knights, and the Son of Pentacles is interesting. In this deck, I'm still kind of sort of working out how I want to read the family, specifically the daughter and the son, because it's the knight and the page don't really seem to fit for me. So when it comes to Pentacles, we're going to go off of traditional. It's a traditional stereotypical gender role focus, even though those are not energies that I subscribe to, and I don't think the author necessarily subscribes to them either. But it kind of sort of helps me get to the energy in a way, right? Because with the Son of Pentacles, I feel like Pentacles is the masculine side of Pentacles is providing, it's earning, it's money. And then the feminine side of Pentacles can be self-worth, health, and family, right? So you got the Son of Pentacles, which I'm getting as the earning sense of it. And it is in reverse. So I don't think, and it's interesting though, because you said you've been there for a while. And so like just going based off of the energy of being somewhere for a while. Okay. All right. Thank you for letting me know, Zelda, that you're driving. So it's interesting that you've been there for a while because, you know, I would expect to see like the Father of Pentacles, right? But it's the Sun here in reverse. So I'm almost getting the energy that like, all right, I'll take these. I'm almost getting the energy that this might have been a stepping stone for you. And maybe you're supposed to do something bigger, but I'm going to keep going. The Lady in reverse and the Key is what came out. So I'll pull one more. The Lady, the Key, and the Crossroads. Okay, well, you're a Virgo. Oh, nice. That makes sense. This is actually Virgo energy. The Son of Earth. Knights are mutable. Queens are cardinal. Kings are fixed. So this is mutable Earth, which is Virgo. There's something about you like just not being in your element, though. And it's not that you're necessarily not in your element, but I don't like with the energy here, it just feels like you're not being utilized to your full potential. You know, maybe, I don't know. See, take this as it resonates, Zelda. But the Fool is in the middle of the spread. You're a CNA, you should be a nurse by now. Okay, all right. All right. Okay. 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 All right. All right. That gives me a direction. Because I was definitely feeling some sort of like it's not stagnant at all, but it's just like your potential is greater than what you're doing right now. And maybe since like you do love the work that you're doing, and it's like I've been saying, you know, if the type of work that you're doing is what you want to be doing, like maybe you're not doing it to the level that you want to be or that you're supposed to be. And there is this crossroad here, which speaks of like decisions that have to be made. And at the end of the crossroad is this giant tree. Once you get up the hill, there's a tree. Tree of life, right? That's a tree. Maybe like, I mean, I'm getting healing vibes from that tree of life, you know. What was I about to say? I lost it. If you should be a nurse, if you want to be a nurse by now, oh yeah, maybe you're having all these issues to sort of like, I think sometimes there's this like I was saying, when we get not complacent, but when we get in a space where we're comfortable, but we're supposed to move on, sometimes we encounter friction. And if you're not really thinking at all of the things that friction could be, you could interpret it in a number of ways. But I'm really feeling like you're supposed to maybe like pursue the nursing, because you got the Fool here, and then the Son of Cups is in reverse. So the masculine side of cups, the masculine side of spirituality, of emotions, is more structured. That could also be caregiving, right? Because because I'm trying to think about it. I'm like the feminines. I think when it comes to emotions, they both kind of sort of just like merge. Um, you love the tree of life. Ooh, well, there you go. If that's a synchronicity for you. But this is someone who isn't doing all that he can. I know one thing, one energy that I've been coming into lately as a masculine water sign, for the first time, kind of sort of in my life, is like there are people who I care about who are going through things, but my like in the past, I used to like being enough was there, being there to listen, being there to like so that they're not alone in those moments, like that was enough for me. But now I'm coming into this space where it's like I want to do something, like I wish that there was some way I could protect or some way I could help. Um, and let me clarify this full really quick. Oh, okay, well that's a whole bunch of cards. Oh, it's only three. Oh, it's four. So you got the heart, the ring, the cross, and the flowers all upright. Look at this energy. It's very pink and blue. This is giving me heart vibes. I mean, the heart chakra space is typically green. I'm a Pisces. Are you a Cancer? No. But it's interesting you say that because my Mars is in Cancer and my Sun is in Pisces, and my Sun and Moon actually trine. And Shonda Rhimes Humanistic Tarot, I think that's still her name. She actually told me that Sun, Mars, Trine, and Pisces and Mars can make me very like protective over the people that I care about. She said it was a very like paternal type of loving energy. And I'm just now coming into it, honestly, if I'm being really honest. Um, but with all these pinks and blues, I'm seeing it as like, because pink rose quartz is good for the heart space. And then blues are always like third eye, or the throat. It could be either seeing something clearly. Okay. Well, with the full energy, what I'm feeling all of this as, I think it's time to, excuse me, your favorite sign. Hey, your Mercury, Mars, and Venus are all in Leo. Oh, wow. And you're a Virgo? That's a lot of fire. But I love it. Mercury and Leo. That's actually interesting. Mars and Leo, Venus and Leo. Wow, that's like, if those are conjunct, your Mars and your Venus are in the same sign. Where's my Mars? My Mars is in Cancer, my Venus is in Aries, so they square. It's not a super tight square, but well, thank you, Zelda. But I think with these, it's kind of sort of telling me that, like, especially with the ring and the cross, I'm getting it as like it's time for you to increase your devotion. And then with the heart and the flowers, like it's if you love your job and you're in that field, I feel like you obviously love taking care of people. I feel like taking care of people, Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart readings, I always shout the people out if I can remember who told me. But she said that Pisces and Virgo is the pole of service. So where Pisces might provide service as more of an emotional support, as more of a spiritual as well support system. Virgo likes to externalize that service. Virgo is like what will go out and what will do something. Virgo would be that masculine side of the water, where Pisces would be that feminine side of the water, where the Pisces will like sit and listen and love you and care. And then the Virgo can be, okay, like, what are we going to do? Like, let's come up with a plan. something actionable that's realistic that we can put into place to get you out of this situation. Um, and so, like, if that's resonating to you, I feel like you're these flowers that sort of need to bloom. It's kind of sort of time to go to the next level, to the next stage. You do? Oh snap! I love Hemi. Um, yeah, she said that once. I was like, wow, because she was talking about a lot of the poles, and I was like, so what's the Pisces Virgo pole? And she's like, that's the pole of service. I was like, oh, that makes sense. So clarifying the Sun of Cups in reverse. So yeah, I think I mean, you kind of sort of already have an answer to your question, but I'm gonna pull two. You got the bear and you got the storks. This is very conflicting energy for me because I feel like bears like are hibernatory and storks are like spring. Like storks in the spring, bears in the winter. Maybe it's a transition. Maybe you're in this phase. I want to pull one more. You're in this phase of transition. You got the mountains in reverse. Mountains are blockages. Um, so there are all these things that are, like I've said, all these things. You're like flowers in the winter. Yes. The eternal rose. Zelda. Zelda sunflower. Oh my gosh, the eternal sunflower. The flower is right there. It's always sunny around Zelda, even in the wintertime. Um yeah, so make like girl, if you're the sunflower, then like and you had your Zelda the sunflower with a lot of Leo in your chart. I think you're being called to a bigger stage. And a lot of these disturbances are sort of because the blockages are in reverse. So I think it is that thing of like, you're being called to do more. And so that's why you're getting so much friction where you are. It's because it's a gentle way to get you to look at and evaluate it, right? And then the last card out is the Six of Pentacles upright. The Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving, but in this, it's about growing. Um, and I think the more you're able to give to those people, because, as a nurse, you would be able to do more. You would be able to give more. The more you give, the more you'll receive. And that could be monetary, right? More money, but not only more money, it's just like, I don't know, when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, there's just a lot of stuff that comes in. Um, Jupiter is in Aquarius and your moon is in Aquarius. You have like conjunctions all over, don't you? So you have Mercury, Mars, and Venus all in Leo, Sun in Virgo, Jupiter and Mars in Aquarius. Jupiter and the moon in Aquarius. I said Mars. That's interesting though, because if you look at the solar system as a body, it's like Mercury, Mars, and Venus are the three closest ones, besides the sun and the moon. So it's like you're a lot of Leo, closer to your core. And Leo energy is also about providing and protecting. And it's also about, a lot of people say it's like children, but it's loved ones because, lions live in packs and they hunt in packs and, Pride Rock, Lion King, all that stuff. So I don't know, there is like a lot of care that is in your chart. But with the Jupiter and moon being in Aquarius, what was that intersection of Jupiter and Aquarius? It was like, I was like, that's so interesting. And that's actually uploading right now. But yeah, the moon is like the projector. So you project everything. Okay, so your moon is in Aquarius. That makes sense. Because you said your Mercury was in Leo. And I was like, I don't feel like Mercury in Leo sums up what Zelda said. Because I remember you saying that like people often like don't understand, like they get confused when you're talking, or they often don't understand you, or something like that. A Taurus North Node in your 11th house. Hey, that's the Aquarian house. That's lots of Aquarian energy. Oh my gosh. So, oof, I love nodes and stuff like that. Um, get stuff is good stuff, Taurus. I think that's also what a Venus North node, right? Taurus is, I think Taurus attracts a lot, and Taurus likes comfort. Um, so maybe because the 11th house is also the house of like society at large, technology, and stuff like that. It's very Aquarian, and Taurus is comfort. So maybe I'm almost getting vibes of like a, not like a social worker, but it could be a nurse, providing comfort for people in a very public or in a very open sort of sense, or being there to comfort people, right? And so, like, a nurse would be perfect. But yeah, I was like, I feels like there has to be Aquarius in there somewhere, and not just Jupiter. If you said that like people like get confused or don't understand you sometimes, I'm like, Mercury and Leo shouldn't do that, but Aquarius moon will do that definitely. But I love Aquariuses. All right, well that's what I have for you, Zelda. Thank you so much for stopping in. My rising sign, I'm a Taurus. I'm a Pisces sun, Taurus moon, and rising. Um, so I have a lot. I'm like double Venus or double Taurus, right up front in my rising and my what? What did this turn over? So the Magician turned over in reverse. What is this? The Four of Swords. Upright. Well, with these two together, Four of Swords upright, Magician in reverse. I think that's just that energy that I was talking about. You know, like you being comfortable where you are. Your DM is a Taurus. Ooh. Taurus is one thing that I love about being a Taurus is that like I don't know, I just like cuddles. I like to cuddle a lot. But I don't necessarily like since it's my moon and my rising. I think with my rising, people just see the stubborn side of me. Um, but with my moon, I do like to be really affectionate, and I hide it pretty well. Pisces can hide a lot of stuff, surprisingly. Um, but yeah, thank you again. All the best with work, girl. If you can do that nursing thing, that's what I would say to do, because I feel like that's the reason behind all of this friction that you're experiencing. Um, but yeah, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by. Jupiter and Aquarius is uploading right now. Check it out if you want, or don't if you want. Don't want. I don't know. All right. Thanks again for coming. I'll talk to you later if I can close this window. Bye. Talk to you soon. And in stream.